Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby, on the Redirect Regroup Refocus Podcast. Forgive me for the camera jumping like that, yo. We got a couple of technical difficulties. But for the listeners over there on R3 Radio, y'all can't pay attention to that. So it's all right. But yeah, y'all, we have a great show for y'all today, man. I got a brother who is in here who is really on his stuff. He is really about it. He is making moves out here. And I really feel that he is going to be beneficial for y'all. Because, again, it ain't about me. Because y'all hear what I got to say. It's about all of y'all. So y'all know how we do, man. It's we out here and we got to go through these announcements real quick. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't remind y'all where we at. Boom, baby. We are here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reed of the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff Reller for the Redirect Regroup Refocus, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Now, I say this every week, and I just got off the phone talking to my boy Nate about this today. We making moves out here. If you need your podcast or your radio show produced, we have equipment here that you can utilize. Again, we have equipment here that you can utilize right here. So you can reach out to any of us. Like I said, Ron Reed, myself, Smooch Wallace, or Mary Selena K. The logos are there. Our social medias are just that. You type in Mary Kennedy and Mary Selena K. You type in Jeff Relaford, the Life Coach Jeff Relaford. You could Google it, brother. I got my own website. You could do Ron Reed or the VNO on YouTube, but just Ron Reed on social media, and he will pop up. I guarantee you he will. And we will be able to provide you with services like this. So, y'all, please tap in. So, y'all know how I go. Normally, I have a longer spiel because on Mondays, I go ahead and I do Biggs Radio. But this ain't the day. This ain't the day. This is the Redirect Regroup Refocus Podcast, baby. So, we here giving it to you like this. So, I'm going to stop jabbing my mouth for a little bit because, I want this brother to introduce himself because, as I always say, he can do it better and they can do it better than what I can. So, y'all meet Mr. Tony 2 times in the building.
How you doing, man? What's going on? It's a pleasure to meet you, bro.
Oh, you too, brother. Now, this ain't our first time meeting.
That's true. That's true.
You know, we met at Sean Dale's event, his birthday bash.
It was actually, his birthday bash.
And it was dope, man. It was a lot of people in the room doing some things, a lot of things happening, moving parts at one time.
Oh, yeah.
But we were there broadcasted live, baby. The Vibe Studio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Tony 2 times, let the people know what you do, man. Let my audience know what's going on, brother.
Man, I do a little bit of everything, to be honest with you, man. I do got a 9-to-5 too, because I'm a go-getter. I like to chase the money a little bit and provide, for my family and whatnot. But
true.
I'm also a hip hop artist. I've been doing it for quite a while. I'm also I work with Chicago Nike marketing as well as an A&R for her. So we do little events here and there from time to time and whatnot. But other than that, I like to play sports.
Okay.
Work out, other things like that, man. Just trying to keep busy and stuff. So
okay,
I dabble in a little bit of everything.
Okay, that's what's up. See, that's what I like about this, people. He just being honest out here.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you got to remember, man, we all have our things. Like, I do radio. He's an independent artist. The thing is, man, we all got normal lives. I'm an electrician out here, too. Some of y'all don't know that.
Hey, that's actually a good profession.
Oh, man, dog, I'm telling you, I love it, man. I'm not scared to get zapped. I know some other people, they don't fool with the juice.
It happened to me one time at work. I was trying to do my own little handyman work around the restaurant that I work for.
Okay.
And I got a nice little zap out of there, and I kind of felt it for a little while on my arm.
Oh, you got hit there.
Somebody looked at me and was like, "Bro, you just got electrocuted." I was like, "I think so, man." I feel a little funny right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: it's better you felt funny because if you got a hit with 480, you'd have flew back. That'd have done something to you.
I'm all right.
Yeah, you got hit with a little 120. So I'm grateful that the man is still here and alive, people.
Yeah,
because that way he can sit down and talk about himself and do this interview with us today.
Well, it's definitely,
definitely, brother. There you go. God is good. That's the slogan. God is good. Always remember that.
Yeah.
So, brother, I want to ask you, what really got you doing music? What actually got you into doing rap, sir? How were you introduced to all of this?
I mean, I always liked music a lot, just in general, man. Like, you know, from the first time I got my first stereo, you know, begging my mom for my first stereo and trying to get my first CD and stuff like that. And but also my dad, you know, he was into music a lot. You know, my whole family played music all the time, like whether it was at a family get together, a birthday party, or my dad actually used to DJ when I was little. So he was into music as well. So I feel like it kind of just was in me a little bit. And then as I got older, you know, I met other cats that, you know, were kind of had the similar interests as well. And then, you know, kind of went from there. Ended up joining a hip hop group, man, and I just kept going.
Okay, that's what's up. Now you said you joined the hip hop group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be in the hip hop group, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
so what type of guy were you in the hip hop group? Were you the hype man? Were you just all around? What were you?
It was three of us.
Okay.
I mean, we all was hype. You know what I'm saying? When one person had a mic, we was a hype man for that person. You know what I mean? So, like we held each other down. But I was in a hip hop group for a little while, man, called Joint Logistics. Actually, when I was on the Born Rich show one time, he's like, we had brought that up. I was like, I didn't know. He's like, oh yeah, I did my research.
Okay.
But you know, a lot of people don't know that I actually was in the hip hop group for a while.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How did you like that? Was it? You know, I know groups had issues. They had things. You know, it ain't for everybody.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely like it could be a roller coaster of just people's lot of testosterone, you know.
Oh, dog. Yes, sir.
You know, even emotion sometimes, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, we was trying to, you know, get the job done, you know, to the best that we could. So
definitely. Yeah. And when we talk about getting the job done, you know, with being successful, because on this podcast, we do like to give people keys to the game.
Yeah.
Just a few keys to the game.
A little bit.
You know, and it's early right now to give keys to the game, but I feel that it's fitting, you know, for just the way that the conversation is going a little bit. Because, you know, when you start off in a group setting, you know, sometimes it doesn't take that long to really know when it's time to kind of focus on you, you know?
Yeah.
And when you start to know that, like, okay, am I just doing this as a hobby or is it a passion?
Right.
I feel that you really see that in a group setting because you have to rely on everybody to carry their weight. You have to rely on people to really show up, even when they don't want to show up. Because I know as the individual, like even right now, before you came, bro, it's a couch right there. I plopped right on that couch. And I was like, you know what? Your boy is tired. I don't feel like doing much of this today. But, you know, I still got something to push out because there's a level of consistency that goes along with success. So if I don't be consistent, I can't be successful at what I want to do. So when did you actually figure out that time period when it was good or you were ready to focus on you?
Man, you know what? Like for the whole time that I was in the hip hop group, man, you know, we got a lot of accomplishments together, you know. I met a lot of great people, you know what I'm saying, in the industry. Made some great friends as well. Maybe not so great, but we won't talk about that.
I understand.
But I think as we start getting a little older, you know, people tend to grow different ways or different routes. We all grow up in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So
facts.
whether life takes you to the family route or you move or whatever, everyone has a kind of a purpose, I guess, or a calling sometimes. So for me, you know, when we decided as a group to kind of like, we ain't never like say we done, but you know, again, life took us all different ways a little bit, and I kept going with the music. So I think for me, it was just like, you know, I really enjoyed what I was doing, and I really didn't want to stop. So I was like, why am I gonna stop?
Okay, no, I feel
you know, I still got stuff to say. So
there you go.
What I mean?
Yeah, it's in you, like you said. Your whole family come from music, has a background like that.
And I got a lot of energy, so I like to jump around, man. So I'll be on stage running around, and
I seen you before. Yes, sir.
I'll be up there.
Yes, sir. You be up there. Now, listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, if y'all ain't seen this man before, I'm like, okay, like it's a few people. Like y'all always hear me talk about Trosh all the time because Trosh be in the building. Have you ever seen Trosh perform before?
Uh-uh.
Okay, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Next time something happens with this man, I'm gonna have to just send you an inbox. I'm gonna have to let you know when and where, because this brother puts on a show.
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Okay, it's about you, A-Boog Carter, and
A-Boog. Yeah, shout out A-Boog, man.
Yeah, the first time I saw A-Boog,
he gets down too. That boy could perform.
I was like, yo, I said, this man I need to have.
Yeah. I still got, I got to holler at homie too. We got some work to do.
He's got an event coming up on Friday. Tomorrow.
Okay.
When is that?
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow Friday.
Yeah, it's coming up. So he got an event coming up. So
yeah, he working.
Yeah, he is working.
Mm-hmm.
He is working.
I see him nominated too up there. So
he is nominated. So y'all listen.
Shout out A-Boog, man.
Yes, y'all. Shout out to A-Boog Carter. When we talk about nominations, people, we are nominated for Forever Grateful Awards, y'all.
Both of us.
1 and 2. Him yes, 2 times. I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, it's 2 times. Well, matter of fact, it might be 3 times now. So if I'm 2 and you.
You know what? This is true.
Simple addition, y'all.
There you go. 3 times. That's how we just roll it 3 times.
We just having fun.
So yes, exactly. So my man, for real, how do you feel about being nominated for that Forever Grateful Award? Have you been nominated for awards before?
Man, you know what? I was actually nominated last year with him.
Okay.
For a couple different other categories.
Yeah.
And then it was nice to be nominated again this year. But other than that, no, not too much. I'm still waiting for my calling out there. Somebody nominate me too.
Okay, there you go.
And
who knows, dog? You might actually win.
I just let the work speak for itself, bro, and just keep grinding.
And that's true. You know what? I feel that a lot of times, sometimes you got to be careful because you can get swept up in trying to impress people.
Yeah,
that it takes away from the craft and what it is that you're doing.
Yeah, or sometimes people get sense again in their emotions a little bit, and maybe they get a little bitter or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So they feel a certain way about it, and sometimes that just makes it worse.
And I'm gonna be honest, I felt that way about a couple things when I first got into this. But I had to realize I had to take a step back and I'd say, okay, Jeff, you ain't really put in your dues like that.
Yeah.
You ain't met nobody. You ain't really talked. You see all the work that you do before that. Right. Oh, that was just the creativity work. Trying to figure out the formula, how it was going to go. But boy, when we got moving,
hey,
okay.
Gotta let it do what it do.
The formula is here.
There you go.
The sauce has been cooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we got to take them L's, man, to get those wins too. So.
And that's what it is, man. Okay, listen, y'all. I always tell people you will never grow if you don't lose.
Nah, man, you got to learn from experience. That's what life's about.
Say that again for the people, sir.
You got to learn from experience, man. That's what life is. It's all about. I definitely learned a lot from experience myself.
Okay.
So,
what's one of the most memorable things that you've learned from experience in terms of like your career in music?
Man, I think just being more grateful for the things that you have and not worried about the things that you don't have so much. Like losing someone close to you or something like that. You got to be grateful because you never know. When your time is up. So
that's true.
I just feel kind of that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy every moment.
Yeah, you got to live it up. You only got one life to live, so
that's true, man.
But do it the right way.
That's true. The right way.
The right way.
Because there's so many different directions that we could go that are wrong. Sometimes, and they look right to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can look right to us. They look good. They look peaceful. It look like it's not a lot tied to it, but when you start peeling that layer back, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, sometimes the devil be working in mysterious ways too, so you got to be careful for that.
I'm trying to tell you, and y'all take note of that.
Yeah.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, but sometimes the devil will creep in there too.
He tricky.
He knew the word too. See, people ain't ready, man. I don't think they ready.
I don't know, man.
I don't think they ready.
A lot of people ain't ready.
Man. Until they get ready.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, brother.
You'll learn today.
And you know what? I want to say this too. When it comes down to you and your artistry, I want to know, where do you pull from your creativity from? Because you know what? I ask artists this question a lot. And some people say they have their idols. Some people say that they have, they just go in their mode where they in a room, right? And they just by themselves, or they have their little nuances of things that they do. But what really puts you in that mode of creativity? Because you have a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the guys I talk to, they are single. So they're able to kind of do things a little bit differently, and needless to say, a lot of these guys, they live the fast life. They do. Some of these guys, they do live a faster life. But with you having a family, what do you do to kind of get in that creative mode and have balance at the same time?
I mean, everybody deserves, some personal time. regardless, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, it's always can't just be work, you know what I mean? But
Exactly.
when I kind of get in my zone, it's just, I guess, you know, it's more for me of like I kind of get like that I get that excitement, like, all right, I want to get in the studio and write, you know, and
Okay.
and sometimes depending on what I'm going through throughout the week or whatever, sometimes that could even influence on what I want to write. You know, I might have just went through an experience in that week right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So just like even like more recently, I actually just lost a close friend of mine. So sometimes that make you want to get in the booth, you know, and kind of express yourself there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of maybe going about in a different route or doing something, you know, negative, you know, or taking your emotions out or anger out in the wrong way. I find music to be kind of like something that helps me a little bit with, you know, any type of like depression or anxiety or whatever people go through too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
more therapeutic for you.
Yeah, it's therapeutic for me for sure, man. It kind of keeps my hair clear.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Instead of bottling stuff in, you know what I mean?
And you know what? I like how you say that, man, because a lot of times people don't have a good release. You know, it get like we talked about making those bad choices.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it trickles into those areas. But I like how you got your head on straight with it, because what you're doing is you're putting it into something productive.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to, because you know it's so easy to do it the wrong way. Sometimes it's just a lot harder to fight that temptation and do it the right way when you maybe so used to doing it wrong, or maybe no one ever told you was doing it wrong.
That's true, man. I always tell people the easiest way for us to think is in the bad already.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot harder for us to, because see, we say we love good, you know, we say we love good, but do we really know how to embrace good?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I often think about that sometimes, because life hits us all the time. There are plenty of things happening. You know,
man.
just not with ourselves, but around this world. But how often do we take the chance just to kind of sit back, breathe, soak it in, and just be grateful for what we got?
Sometimes a little self-reflection, you know, is good for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sometimes we gotta look in the mirror a little bit.
Definitely, I feel you.
Yeah.
So, also, with the number of things that you do have going on, I want to know what did you think was your most memorable experience that you've had thus far? Because, like you said, you met a lot of people. You know, you've done some shows.
That's a good question.
You know, what is your most memorable experience? What's that thing that you're gonna take with you?
Man, you know what? I actually treasure everything that I do, because I feel like you can always take away something, a little bit of something, from everything, you know. But if I had to pick, man, I think like when I first went like solo, putting out my first album by myself.
Okay.
Like I went and bought my own studio equipment. You know, at one point I was living in my mama's crib, and I was setting that stuff up in the living room, and then eventually, you know, I moved out, got a different, you know, crib, and I turned one of the rooms into an actual studio, and this kind of around when, you know, my group and us kind of split up, everybody did their own thing, you know, per se, and you know, I had that hunger in me, bro, like. Yeah. I wanted to keep going, bro, and I went and did it. I went and got all my equipment, set it up, put the patterns up on the walls. Got the monitors, you know, the interfaces and everything. And got the new laptop, man. I just went all out, man. You know, like they say, you got to invest in your craft. So
true. Very true.
If I'm not, who else is? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, unless you got to sponsor somebody really behind you like that. But
exactly,
you know, if you want to go get it, you got to go get it. So that's what I did. And then I actually wrote my whole album, engineered it, recorded myself, engineered it, mixed it, did all the cover art, you know, got to, you know, be in my ass cap, all that stuff, you know, everything on my own. So I think that was probably like my most memorable time.
That's what's up. Yeah. Because you actually,
I did it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. You realize that you can do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hang up with a lot of people, man. Sometimes what's stopping us from going to that next level is just simply doing it.
Yeah.
You got to take the first step. And the fact that you was ready to go all in, the fact that you just said you got to invest in yourself. I love when people say stuff like that.
Sometimes you can't be scared to take risks, man.
Say that again, brother, please.
You can't be afraid to take risks, man. Even sometimes if you come up with an L, you know, you gotta see the best in things. Be optimistic, keep going.
Yes, because this is what builds the character. This is what keeps pushing us to do what we do.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think of nothing. Now I don't think of nothing as a failure. I think of it always as a lesson.
Yeah.
Because there's always, like you said earlier, there's always something to pull away from something.
Right.
You know,
it's not about the final destination. It's about the journey. You know what I'm saying?
It is, brother. You know, I agree.
Look back upon all that stuff.
And like I told you, I've only been doing this for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to be doing this for a year, and dog, what I used to, that camera you see in the middle right there that I'm pointing to, that we looking at, that was the first camera I got.
And it's still rocking and rolling.
And it's still rocking and rolling.
There you go.
I started off actually doing photography. I was taking pictures.
Okay.
Because my mentor told me, Jeff, pick up a camera. I was doing a podcast Monday through Friday. Tiresome.
Oh, damn. You had a full work week.
We used to do it for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went down to 1.
Okay.
I was happy. Extremely happy.
Like, I need a little time back to me.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Wife was looking at me crazy. She was like,
where you going all the time?
Exactly. But I was doing this at the crib. So I was isolated.
Oh, man.
That ain't good either. Because to be in the same room, she ain't nothing but a couple rooms down. And that time and attention ain't that. We ain't going to talk about that. But y'all know how it go.
Flashback right there.
There you go. But man, it was like, it was heavy. But one day he told me, he said, Jeff, just, pick up a camera, see what it's going to do.
Yeah.
And that's why it turned into this. That's how
we
get all of this stuff. Yeah. Oh, man, I give Greg Gray, shout out to the homie Greg Gray. I give Greg Gray credit all the time.
Yes, sir.
Now it's to the point we ain't even got to talk because it's like, I call him. He like, look, man, I know we ain't talked in a minute, but you doing it right. Just keep going. Yeah. And I know where you trying to go. And when you get there, you gonna know and I'm gonna know. He ain't lying, but it ain't about me.
Right.
It's about the motivational part of it.
There you go.
Big thing I say that is because mentors are very key, into success. Have you had any mentors along the way? Somebody really to take you under their wing kind of and say, here, let me show you or teach you this. Let me harness this within you.
Yeah, I would say I definitely had some mentors, man.
Okay.
Actually, one of the dudes that was in my group, he was like our CEO, came in. He actually showed me how to engineer and do a lot of stuff and introduced me to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And actually another person, his name's Hector Palacios. He actually just passed away. This was my homie I was kind of talking about. But he was actually promoted for a long time in Chicago. He ended up moving to Arizona, relocating, but doing some music over there on that side. But I would definitely say them two cats in the industry kind of help teach me a lot. You know what I'm saying? To kind of pay the way for me a little bit. So, shout out to them.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I'm stressing that mentor portion because it's got to come from somewhere. You know what? My wife says it to me all the time. She say, babe, while you filling up everybody else's cup, who is filling up yours?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that that's another very crucial and key component. So which leads to my next question. Yeah. Who is filling up your cup?
Who's filling up?
As you continue to go down this journey. Because it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is easy. We talk about, I complain about how late shows are all the time. I don't understand. Okay, where's my thing?
Yeah, sometimes they definitely can go really, really late, man.
I will never understand. Why do we start a show at 9 p.m.? Come on. And I wish I could bring the camera closer. Like my boy who got the recipes, who be like creating all the stuff. You ever seen him on Facebook? He just say, come a little closer.
Tell him.
I need to know, why do we start shows at 9 p.m. and then the lineup is stacked with about 15 different artists?
Sometimes even more.
Sometimes 20.
Sheesh.
Good 25.
Man.
Why are we stacked up with this many artists? And then on top of that, y'all start late. And you want to say, now don't get me wrong. I can say this because I'm the life coach. I'm not an artist. So I just put it out there. And then y'all say it was a great show. But we out of there at 3 a.m. Some people got to work in the morning.
True that.
Some people have things to do.
True that. After party, other things to go. We might have another show to hit up. After
there it
that,
is. Because I've interviewed people who set up here. They came on. They like, oh, Jeff, I just came from this show. I got to go to another one. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I've been in those scenarios plenty of times.
So let me shake your hand.
We know what it's about.
I don't, because I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I ain't touching it. You gonna get me good for one show, and I'm out.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got in me, bro. Because when we sit down, we gonna cover the whole event. That's how we able to interview all of y'all.
True.
We gonna cover the whole event. Everybody gonna get their money's worth, and that's it. Now, if I was you gonna get your money's worth when I'm on that stage for that maybe like 5-6 minutes, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we got some more selections, because I don't know how many selections y'all really get sometimes, but when it's stacked, I know it's short. It's short.
Sometimes it depends, you know. It also depends on who you know.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you like to do your own events?
Yes and no. You know, I seen like people that I know in the industry, like the stress that they be going through with them shows, man, and you know, just I don't know. It's not as easy as it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, let me tell y'all something. I've heard y'all talk about this payment a lot. The money factor.
The money is the biggest part, man.
The money is the biggest part.
You got to pay the headliner. You got to fly them out.
Come on.
You know, depending on who you got booked, you know, you got to get all the money from the artists you're booking, you know.
Yes.
It's a lot. You still got to pay security, the venue.
Yes.
You got to get permission from the town.
Yeah, exactly.
To stay, you know, if you got to stay up.
Get permission.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's a lot involved, man, that people don't know. But on the other side, though, it would be kind of dope, you know, to kind of like actually see what that side of the picture looks like, you know what I'm saying, and dabble in a little more of the business end versus, you know, being the artist.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
be a little versatile.
Yeah, why not? You know,
yeah, why not?
Learn some. You might make some.
And there it is too, because there's always an opportunity to make some money with it. I think the system can change a little bit. That's me talking from the outside. I'm not putting you on the spot to say something about that. I just think the system can change because from looking at it from the outside standpoint, again, how many shows are we gonna have where people are gonna keep stacking up the lineup? And then when you get to a point when you know why the lineup is stacked up, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
So see, I observe things. I sit and I watch.
You're smart, man.
And when I sit and I watch, I see how it's a pattern. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to say that.
Yeah.
You don't say it. Don't speak on it at all.
Hey.
But I'm gonna say it. I feel that it's a pattern. And sometimes with this pattern that's being followed, maybe it's just that's the only thing that people have been taught. So they just keep duplicating it and they believe that it's right. But I've always felt that if you really want to have a show, this is why I said go to a Treble and Tro show. Because there's a lot to see from that.
You have to send me like a link or something to that.
Bro, I shot their footage
for
that event, and I can tell you, it was the three of them. They were the headliners, but they only had like 2-3 opening acts. I think 3.
See, that's decent. Like I've been to shows that didn't have 25 and they had maybe like you said, 2 or 3, maybe even 5 people or something like that.
Bro, from I think it started at 4 or 5, and we were out by 7:30.
Wow,
that's a show.
Now that talk about being on time and all that, staying on schedule, y'all.
Staying on schedule, in and out,
in and out.
I'm saying this to say something. I can get the flack for it. I'm just a life coach that cover y'all.
Man, maybe you need to throw some shows, man.
Now look here, man. I don't know if I'm the one. My patience will run pretty thin with some stuff because I'm anal about time, bro.
I feel you.
My thing is, if we there for a deadline, if we have an agenda to meet, I'll be the one to say, hey man, if you ain't got your music, you about to perform these 2 songs and that's it. That's all you gonna get. You can be mad at me if you want.
Yeah. Sometimes it really do be like that. You don't even perform at all. You know, if you ain't on time and stuff like that.
I've seen that too, and I've seen people just get axed out just because.
Oh yeah,
because of the delay of other people. Now that's not fair.
Stuff happens, man. But you know,
stuff happens. Stuff happens.
Yeah, but it is what you know. You gotta just keep going, keep moving.
And that's true because through all of this, that's the main thing. When we go through these things and we want to be successful. There's going to be a lot of things when we observe. There's going to be a lot of things when we learn that a lot of times, man, people going to be people.
Oh, yeah.
These things are going to happen. We can say we wish or we want, but we're not at the helm of that. You know?
Right.
Just not at the helm of it. So we got to let some stuff be.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your show you got coming up, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a show coming up. Yeah, let's hit that up real quick.
Yeah, so I got a show next Friday on the 28th. It's at Tailgaters in Bolingbrook. I'm going to be opening up for Gorilla Zoe. Yeah, you know, a little throwback right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For those who know who Gorilla Zoe is, man, shout out Gorilla Zoe. But yeah, you know, it's going to be dope. I know a couple people actually performing on there too. So, you know, it'll be a good night.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, we're going to turn up.
Okay.
Man, you know, if you free, pop out. You know, I got a ticket for you.
If I'm free, you got a ticket. Now, see,
I got a ticket for you.
He done said it. He said it. What you need to do is you need to text me that flyer.
I got you.
You need to text me everything.
I got you.
And I need to see. Because I got a wife.
Okay, yeah.
That little woman is vicious.
Hey, I got 2 tickets for you then. Bring her out.
Oh, there it is, my man.
There you go.
See,
can't leave her at home, man.
There it is, baby.
You just got to find a babysitter now, though.
Okay, we ain't got no kids.
Okay, well, there you go.
We got some freedom. See, baby, look.
Date night.
Date night.
There you go.
You gonna hear some rap.
Yeah.
No R&B, right?
There might be some R&B up there.
It might be some R&B. Okay, baby.
You never know.
Might be some R&B.
I don't do the R&B. You know, I wish I could sing. You know, I used to think I could sing.
You ain't never tried to dabble at it one time?
Oh yeah, when I was little, you know, trying to, you know, be a lover boy or something like that, or thinking I could sing in the shower or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it
didn't
quite work out for me.
Okay.
Stuck to the rap side.
Is his voice really that bad? She gonna be mad as she your wife.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it on the hush.
I love it. I know, right?
But
that's dope, man.
You never know though. There might be some R&B for sure.
Okay, yeah, because you know there are things like auto-tune out there. You don't know. You might have a dope auto-tune voice out here. You don't know.
I really don't do the auto-tune, but you know, not knocking anybody who does, but I really don't do the whole auto-tune thing. Like that.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Yeah. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Hey,
if you feel that you can't sing, you might have to whip out that auto-tune.
In that point, in that part for sure.
You know, who knows? You might.
Auto-tune actually made a lot of people's careers bigger than maybe what they should have been.
Bruh.
Because they don't sound like that without it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, man.
Mm-hmm.
You set up here, they break out, voice be cracking in the whole night.
Oh, yeah. You're like, who's that?
Exactly.
And that's the same person? So, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for the foolery.
Try to tell you, time foolery, as my friend says. Time foolery.
Yeah.
Do not accept time foolery.
Funny, man.
But yes, and also, man, with an event like this, man, I would like to know, how does someone get on an event with these artists? You know, because I've interviewed some 18-year-olds, you know, who just kind of getting in the game, looking for some things, you know, trying to figure out how to navigate it. But somebody like Gorilla Zoe, they don't understand that Gorilla Zoe was a bigger artist. They don't understand that he had some good music, you know what I mean? And he was known.
He was. I mean, for those who don't know him, I think he was signed to Bad Boys with Young Jock and them back in the days with like Boys in the Hood and all that. He was like a faction of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah. So what does one do to get on that type of ticket?
I mean, it all depends. Sometimes, you know, again, it depends who you know. You know, you might get blessed and be like, yo, we got a show we want you to perform on. Some people charge. Some people allow you to sell tickets and make money back too, you know. It all varies, you know what I'm saying? But if they see you working out there, you know what I mean? People see you working, you keep grinding, staying consistent, you know, the show's going to come to you versus you trying to find the show.
That's true.
So, and, you know, that's actually kind of been working in my favor a little bit.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
You might even go on tour. I actually went on a tour 2 years in a row. So that was kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Tony 2 times on
a little bit. It wasn't no big tour, but it was a tour though.
It's a tour.
It was like a 5-city tour.
But that's dope though.
Yeah.
I only been to 1 city. You been to 5.
I've been a couple. I've been a few. I like to travel.
Okay, that's what's up. And I hate to travel.
Why so?
You know what, man?
You don't like getting out of town a little bit?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Because it's a way to do it.
Can't get too complacent.
And I'm not. I know as the time goes on and I get deeper with this, some travel will be required.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
This is why I try to just at least bring some good content for the people to keep them coming.
Yeah.
Because I know one day I'm gonna have to step out this bad boy. One day I am.
One day.
It's just not going to be today.
Oh, and that's okay though.
Yeah.
Every day we're growing.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I'm just a little
one
bit.
Step closer.
What y'all listen? I'm growing just a little bit. just a little bit. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit on this travel. Now we talking about sitting in the chair doing everything here, making this better. Oh yeah, we 1,010% in that game.
Oh yeah. You know, sometimes it just that's all it takes, just a little bit.
That's true.
You know?
You know what? I like
a little bit might get you that touchdown.
You know, see, come on, man. Come on. Give me a little something. Help fill my cup up, please.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm telling y'all, man, because listen, man, the reason why we say these things is because y'all need to understand that like these are real aspects of what comes along with the entertainment side, with the business side of it. You know, because a lot of times you look at us, we get up here and we talk, or we get up there and perform. And yes, the reason why we make it look the way it looks is because this is what we love to do. But for the ones that are just getting into it, like I told you, I got a couple 18-year-olds watching and tuning in and everything. Even they migrate from Biggs Radio, and I get some listen and view audience coming from over there too. And they're aspiring. I had a guy reach out to me all the way from Pittsburgh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he reached out to me through Instagram on Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And he said, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. I looked you up and everything. What do I have to do to get my music played over here?
That's dope.
So he sent me some of his music. I listened to it. And he said, be honest with me. And I was honest with him what I felt.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hot as what I would like for it to be.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, what you need to do is you just need to stay consistent and keep going.
Yeah.
Because I told him if you stay consistent, you keep going, you learn how to get your music a little bit better to the standard of the people. I said, because I got some people I can plug you with.
Right.
But the thing is, if I plug you with those people, you have to be ready to make a move.
Yeah. Most definitely. Because they might be looking at you like, who you bringing over here, man?
Exactly. Because if you young and
they too early in.
Oh, yeah. Way too early in.
Yeah. I mean, that's true though, because I mean, if you heard my first song to like now, like complete difference, man. Like complete difference.
Complete difference.
And sometimes even when I hear my own music, I'm like, dang, why they let me on that track, bro? I'm like, who's that? That don't sound like me no more, man. But as you said too, like you got to keep practicing and perfect your craft, man. And sometimes you got to find your own. You got to find yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Yes.
So, you'll find your own style or what you really truly like, or you might get a little more deeper into your music as your career grows a little bit more. You might find a different way to channel things a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And with your performing, have you always been that same guy in your performances as well?
I think so, man. I've always been a pretty like when I perform, like I go all in, I at least I try. At least I think so. I try to. There's days, don't get me wrong, I'll be tired, man. And
oh yeah,
you be coming from like a long night before, or maybe working all day or something, and then you got a show or two shows maybe, and you just kind of got to find that extra motivation within you a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and pull from different motivations somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and channel that in. So,
and when you got to dig deep, what is that? What do you normally think about when you at those times when you like, man, look, I might be through with this.
Man, I like to be honest with you, I like to say positive affirmations to myself sometimes.
Yes.
So like when I know I'm tired as hell and I'm about to, and they're like calling me up to stage, all right, can we get 2 times to stage? And then I'm sitting there like, okay, that's me. And as I'm walking up there and they hand me that mic in my head, I might be telling myself, man, I'm tired as hell right now. But at the same time, I'm gonna also be like, all right, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this you ain't, this ain't your first walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out there, get it together, show them what you do, and you know what I'm saying? Do the best that you can.
Yeah.
So once they hand me that mic and I go up there, like everything just kind of go away. Like I forget that I'm tired. I forget, whatever. I get in the zone.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I just like it's hard to kind of say, but you just lock in.
Okay. Because I hear that. I hear every artist that I normally have on say that.
Yeah.
They say that like it's just something that it just kind of blocks out everything. And I say you kind of become a different person in a way.
Yeah.
In a way. And I've seen people when they go hard at the paint. They'll be talking to you and they quiet, they chill.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as they get on that stage, okay, we've done a complete 180. I'm like, hey, big dog, where you come from with all this? I didn't know you had all this in you.
I've seen that plenty of times, man.
Yeah.
So they say never judge a book by its cover. So,
man, I was judging. I was judging hard. I said, what is this person? What is this man gonna do on stage?
They do say, watch out too for the quiet ones. So sometimes they be quiet, and then when they go on stage, you like, dang, who's that?
Oh,
bro just switched, hit a switch up there.
A whole switch.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. I got mad respect for y'all. Not I.
It's definitely not easy to do, man. Some people think they can just put some words together and jump on stage and start, rapping or doing whatever musically, but it's a lot more to it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like I practice. I don't know about everybody else, but like I practice. Some people just go up there and just do what they do. Nothing wrong to that, but sometimes you could tell who just goes up there versus who practices.
Okay, now I can second that because he said that.
Yeah.
So yes, that is very true.
And I'm telling from experience because I've been doing it a while. So it's not like,
There
I
you
just
go.
started doing this last week or something.
No, I feel you, dog. Yeah, you really can't tell when somebody has just gone up there. It was an R&B singer that I was listening to. Now, dude can sing.
You like that R&B?
I ain't go. I know this. I like some rap. It's some, because the thing is, I say this because there's so much rap in the city that there are times when I feel that it can be oversaturated, which is why I like to have certain guests come on, because the guests that come on, such as yourself, I admire y'all. I like y'all.
Cool.
So that's how all of this works. Okay, so let me clear this up to the people that be watching. Just because you ain't been on yet, that don't mean that I don't like you.
Just, you gotta clear that one real quick.
I gotta let them know, because it's a number of people that I do like. Sometimes our schedules don't mesh. Sometimes things are going on, but
you might have to put a little disclaimer at the end, like this was not filmed to hurt or emotionally damage anybody.
Yeah, this was not filmed to emotionally damage any artists out here.
Yeah,
I'm just simply speaking my truth as y'all speak y'all truth through song. I do it through podcasting and radio.
There you go.
So let me be free, damn it.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what life's about. Be free.
There it is. Be free.
Yeah.
There it is.
Let's go.
But man, I'm telling you, man, I'm really liking this, dog. I'm glad that people are kind of getting to see you. You know what I mean? Getting to know why you do the things that you do, how you do the things that you do, because I feel that that's very important. Yeah. Like we spoke before, I said there are a lot of different platforms out there that, you can kind of just jabber, talk about some things, do all that. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that people are highlighted in a way to where you're getting to know the person, and it might be, I'm telling you, I done had people on, one person, I'm not going to say a name, was on here. And when they came on here, I asked them if they had been interviewed before. Quite frankly, it was the first interview that they did.
Okay.
And I'm cool with that. Hey. But what I like to tell people is you got to start somewhere. And if it's your first interview, if you tell me that, it's a certain way we can direct the interview.
I got you.
It's a certain way we can take it.
Maybe accommodate it a little differently.
Exactly. We can accommodate it a little different because sometimes I know the questions that I ask can get a little on the deep side. They make you have to think.
They might feel put on the spot or something.
There you go. I could ask you a more general-based question. I'm trying to give y'all some keys out here. So just be honest.
Just in case you wasn't ready.
Just in case you wasn't ready, just be honest. But luckily, everybody has been ready.
There you go.
Everybody been ready.
Shout out to everybody who been ready.
Shout out to, come on. Shout out to everybody been ready, because you know what? Y'all ain't had to do much. Y'all just came on, sat in the seat, and here we are.
There you go.
About 45 minutes later.
There you go.
In the game. Didn't I tell you the time will go by quick?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When you're having a good conversation, man, it just flies, you know what I'm saying? Seems like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're like, damn, it's time to go. I still ain't done yet.
Bruh. And I didn't have, only a couple of y'all that sat in here with been dragged out. Couple of y'all.
The real ones. No, just kidding.
Y'all know who y'all are. They were the real ones. They was real. It was a couple interviews that I never put on either. Okay. I told them they was gonna get put on, but they didn't go.
Things happen sometimes.
Nah, I'm gonna just be honest, man. I was there. I was in the mix, and I said no. Have you ever refused to do a show?
Have I refused to do a show?
Have you ever refused to do a show because of your level of comfortability?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to sound like
no, that's
overconfident, cocky, but yes, I have. I've even denied features with people, like,
Okay, because you know what? I don't think that's over you being cocky. I don't think that's you being over anything. I think what it is that people need to understand that you have a standard. Yeah. People need to understand that we all have limits that we have too. I want to ask you that question because sometimes some of these new artists and some artists believe that you have to hop on something so you can be versatile.
People just want to be relevant too sometimes.
And there it is. People want to be relevant sometimes. But sometimes it's okay for you to say no.
Most definitely. That's, say no.
Keep your integrity. That's what it is.
And know your worth. Know your value too. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. Like, know your worth and your value.
Not to discredit anybody doing a show or any artist, but, if I feel like it's not really going to be beneficial for me, in my career, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to look out for me at the end of the day.
There you go.
And it's nothing to that person or that promoter or nothing like that, but I'm unfortunately have to, decline and keep it moving.
And let me tell y'all something, man. Like, it's some places that I just won't go.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because, again, as I expressed to y'all, I'm Indiana boy. And
Yeah.
I remember one time I did an interview, and I was in there on the West Side, boy. I was in there.
Hey,
It was looking like they know I'm not from here.
people know when you ain't from
They
somewhere
know
too, for
when you're
real.
not from,
especially when it's another
yeah,
state,
dog.
for
Like
real.
they know. Like I was looking around and I was like, okay, this looked like one of them old BET movies out here. I know exactly where I'm at. Okay.
Oh man.
So I was looking around and I said, maybe this ain't for me. And I interviewed this particular brother. And this was one of the episodes that I did not air. Only because it was one of those where the image did not fit.
Yeah.
When I tell you I was so uncomfortable. When
man.
I tell you when I was
That's the worst.
Now now granted, he gave me some decent content. But the issue was the aftermath. What I was seeing on social media after all of that.
Yeah.
The content was decent. Now, it wasn't as bad as when he went on my cousin's show. It wasn't as bad. It's one question that was asked, and I want to say it so bad, but I'm not gonna say it because some people listening and watching might be able to recognize that because we kind of flip flop.
We don't want to single nobody out.
We don't want to single nobody out. We're gonna take it. We're gonna raise the Gatorade up to you.
This just a healthy conversation. It's all about experiences, y'all. Remember that.
It is. It's all about experiences. And again, the only reason why I say these stuff because I have a non-biased opinion because I'm the outsider looking in.
Right.
So that's why I don't like to put y'all on the spot with that stuff. That's why I'll bear the brunt of that. Because that's the deal, man. I see it for what it is. A lot of times I go ahead, I'll give that truth with it. And sometimes y'all round me out a little bit. But I always tell people, it's real tough to argue what you see right in front of you.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Can't deny that.
But I'm glad you set your boundary. I'm glad you set your boundary. I'm glad you held your standard.
No doubt.
Because the thing is, man, you don't have to subject yourself to anything that's not arrogant to say, just beneath you.
Yeah, or just don't say yes to everything too, man.
Yeah.
Not every deal's a good deal.
Exactly.
Not all money is good money.
Come on.
So you just gotta
again
think about it a little bit. Sometimes,
Yeah, because it might look good. Because it's a lot of stuff that look good on the outside. When you get in entertainment, it's a lot of opportunities that look amazing.
Yeah. Industry will get you.
It will.
It'll swallow you too, man. Like if you ain't careful, you could regret doing everything that you was trying to do.
That's true. And that's why I like that point of isolation. That's why I feel point of isolation is good. So you can kind of regroup and get yourself back together.
Yeah.
You can get back on track.
Got to.
Because when you live a life of trying to please everybody while you're doing this, that's what I believe it becomes harder to come back to who you are. Now you got to go through this whole thing of discovering self again, identity. Now you transitioning with your music.
Yeah.
Now you doing all this stuff because you could have been there already if you would have just stayed true to who you were in the first place.
Got to stay true to who you is, man. Yeah. I mean, I like to help people a lot in general. That's just who I am as a person. But sometimes that'll bite you.
Sometimes it will.
Because not everybody gonna do the same for you as you do for them. So,
and that's true. Yeah. As my people in psychology say, reciprocity. It's not always giving back to you. That's all it is. Or for my people who study laws out there, law of equal exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big man of my word. So when people don't hold their word to things, the moment you break trust with me or I feel I can't trust you is pretty much a wrap.
No, I hear you because it's heavy, man.
Yeah.
It's heavy. When people tell you, it's funny. I always tell people I can do what I can do for you in the realm that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So if we talk radio, I can help you in the realm of talk radio. Man, you don't know how many people send me music, man, thinking that I'm the music man. And I repeatedly tell them I'm not the music
I'm not
man.
an A&R, I'm not this.
Now, I think it would be dope for me to get into that. I kind of think now with me kind of looking at some stuff, I might want to pursue that a little bit if I get with the right people.
Hey,
But we'll see. We'll see. It's opportunity.
You never know.
And that's
opportunities everywhere, like you said.
Everywhere, man. And what do you think was one of your biggest opportunities that you've gotten so far? If you have to pick a defining moment that you've had so far while you've been moving in your career, what was the highlight for you?
Man, I mean, I think I mean, I think once people started really gravitating to some of my music and just seeing people like, hitting me up, like I get DMs from people that I don't even know. And they be like, man, keep going, bro. Or,
Okay.
Your music is dope, or you almost there. I got people telling me that stuff. I don't even know who it is. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see stuff like that's pretty dope.
I like that, man.
Yeah. Because it's like, you're like, all right, maybe you is making an impact.
Yeah.
So
because you are.
Yeah.
That's a testament to the energy, the vibe, and the music that you putting out there. Because a lot of people don't get that, bro. A lot of people they continuously put their stuff on social media. They continuously always go ahead and post and do stuff, and they get no feedback at all.
Yeah, and it could be, for some people more than others, it could be a mental, it could take a mental toll on people. You know what I'm saying,
bruh?
You know what I'm saying?
Because I will tell you,
you could be physically strong, but that mental boy gets you.
Because it kind of sucks how social media is. Because I hate that everything is based off the likes and the clicks and the comments.
Yeah,
because it's some dope people out here.
There's a lot of dope people, but I feel like it's oversaturated with a lot of not so dope people.
Oh, definitely. for good, there's always bad. For peace, there's always nonsense.
Like I remember, like even back then, there was more like people doing like artist development stuff. Even record labels were doing artist development. Now they just want you, like, you got to have numbers already. Like, or else they ain't messing with you.
Yeah, for real. So. Yeah, it used to be they try to scout you.
It was about talent more, I feel like.
There it is.
Now it's like who's popular.
Exactly.
Who's popping right now, and then they move on to the next person.
Exactly. And it's like
damn.
Popularity doesn't mean you always got to be the best. You ain't got to have no talent to be popular.
Be the wrong influences out there. Wrong ones. But we ain't going to talk about that too much. But
What is Drewski's fake record label?
Oh, man. I forgot what it was called, but he actually got into some heat with I think it was Birdman.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, man? I
said could have been records or something.
Could have been records. Could have been records.
And he had the same symbol, like almost the same type.
Yeah,
of symbol.
For real.
That was funny.
But while we're here, shout out to Could Have Been Records because
it could have been your career.
It could have been your career. Drewski be putting a good spin on it.
Oh man,
and that is proof.
Was he doing like auditions out here not too long ago?
He was. Somebody who's affiliated with us, Mush Make 'Em Laugh.
Okay.
She's a comedian.
I know Cornbread was up there too. I know
okay. Yeah. So see, we didn't have some people get on Could Have Been Records.
Yeah.
They were signed. No, they were signed to Could Have Been Records. So I guess that's some legitimacy. You could say you were signed.
Yeah, you could technically. Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of, kind of.
However you want the way you look at it.
Drew, hit me up. I want to be on Could Have Been Records.
Hey, there you go.
I just want the notoriety. That's
there you
all
go.
It is. I'm gonna just come up there and just say,
tell you, so you just tell people, hey, I was on Could Have Been Records.
That's all I want, man.
They would look at you like, what?
Could have been.
You're like, you could have went somewhere else too.
There it is, man. Yeah, man. This is dope, man. I
appreciate you though.
Oh, dog, I appreciate you too, man. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you, keep doing what you're doing because you are a talent, man. You have great music that's out. You have good, I'm serious. Like you got good music, man, that should be bumping in people's cars, that people should be listening to. You got a good sound on you.
Yeah, I heard
and I'm trying to tell the people, listen.
You could have been listening.
Come on, dog. This is it right there.
There you go.
Could have been listening.
Could have been listening.
So come on.
There you go.
So let the people know where they can find you. This ain't gonna be the last time. We're gonna talk about like maybe one more thing, but let the people know where they can find you. What good with, man?
Man, it's real easy. Plain and simple. You just go to Tony2x.com. Once you hit that webpage, man, I got, my upcoming shows, photos, links to my music, Spotify, my Instagrams, whatever, man, you name it. Just go to Tony2x.com.
Which leads to my next point, artist. Get you a website.
Yeah. Got to.
Wouldn't it be nice to just have one place?
You got to make it user-friendly, man.
Come on, man.
Especially nowadays, man. People's attention span so short. Like, they get one letter wrong. They be, I ain't looking no more.
That is.
On to the next. You're like, damn.
It don't cost much to start a website, even if you just want one page.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a one pager.
Again, invest in your craft, man.
My man got a website.
Yeah.
What's that website again?
It's called Tony2x.com. TonyTX.com.
See how simple that was?
Real simple.
It could be you sitting in this chair talking about your website too.
Could be. Could have been. Could have been. Hey, we gonna hit him with that one now.
There it is.
There you go.
I'm gonna inbox you. Could have been.
Yeah, it's cool.
And we know what it is.
Right.
We just gonna leave it at.
It's gonna be the inside joke now. For
That's
real.
gonna be the
Anytime I
inside
see
joke.
you, we're just gonna look at each other like they could have not had all these opening artists.
Some of that might be the truth.
Little jokey joke.
I'm telling you, man. But I'm serious. I appreciate what you're doing. Like I said, you got something, man. And when them people inbox you and they tell you to keep going,
Yeah,
they for real. For real.
Yeah.
I'm being for real. You know, you definitely gotta. I want you to think of it like Queen Jay Ashari, man. Because Queen Jay Ashari is cold. She doing a lot of moving around here. I try to plug in people who I like with Queen because Queen is a dope artist. I don't know if you've ever heard.
I think I heard her.
Okay.
I think maybe.
Because you should have, because this chick is everywhere.
Yeah.
But she is just dope with her music. The first time I saw her perform, the energy that she had in the room, I was like, who is this? I said, hold on. Something ain't right. I mean, like, she just stood there. She stood. Not many artists can do this.
Yeah.
Can just stand in one place and rap and look as serious as they looking. And everybody is in tune with their music. When I witnessed that, I was like, okay, this chick, she's something.
Those are always the dope moments too, because like I even had those, you know, after I perform or before I perform, all of a sudden you hear somebody, you're like, man, who's that? You turn around, you're like, dang, like that person. Dope. Hold on, hold my drink for me real quick.
Exactly.
Something, you know. So yeah.
Queen Jay Ashari, Cypher Sick Bishop is another one. My man Sicko. Sicko.
I heard it, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure. He be out there working.
Oh man, Cypher Sick moves too, man.
Yeah.
He do a lot of good movement. So definitely, I want y'all to link up, man, because I think y'all can make some good music together.
I'm always down to network, man.
I really think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So like you said, Tony 2 times.
Let's go.
.com, right?
Hit me .com, yeah.
Tony 2 times. That's simple.
Not .org or .net, .com.
.com.
Tony2x.com.
Tony2x.com. It's that simple.
Sometimes you gotta tell them twice.
Please do.
Yeah.
Tell them a third time, because we are 3 today.
Oh yeah. Go to Tony2x.com. There you go.
So, all right, y'all. That's how we gonna end off the show.
Hey.
It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on the Redirect Regroup Refocus Podcast. And it's your boy, Tony 2 times.
Yes, sir.
Today we make 3.
There you go.
And guess what? As always, I say redirect, regroup, refocus, and we love y'all. And peace out.